Kate.
I'm Sonya.
I'm Ebong.
And today we're dishing with you from ACKC, which stands for Artfully Chocolate Kingsbury Confections. I wanted to read it because I wanted to make sure I got it right. But it's located at 1529 14th Street Northwest. It's like more chocolate. It's like Willy Wonka. You come in here, you want to lick the walls.
It just smells like cocoa in here.
Well, and you know what happened when I came in here? They offered me a drink, and I said, "Sure. Do you have something in a chocolate peanut butter drink?" And they were like, "No, but we'll make you one." So who doesn't like that?
This is like your way. Have it your way.
Have it your
Chocolate dream come true.
It's like when you walk in here, you scream hallelujah, and you sing hallelujah.
Oh, good segment.
Speaking of
very good segment.
I know, right?
I worked on it all night long. Our guest today is David Simmons, who's the artistic director for the Congressional Chorus, and he's here to talk today about the Congressional Chorus. Can you please tell our viewers today about what the Congressional Chorus is?
Sure. Well, thank you guys for having me. This is really nice. The Congressional Chorus is now in its 24th season. We started on Capitol Hill in 1987. It was just a bunch of congressional staffers who were stressed out at lunchtime, and they were musicians in their former lives and wanted to bring music back into their lives, so they got together and started singing. It's about 12 people. And over the last 24 years, it's grown. We now have 80 in the chorus.
Wow.
And over the course of those 24 years, they went and hired an artistic director and an executive director. And we've grown from just performing informally to a full-fledged season. We do 3 main concerts a year.
Wow.
Usually end up our season either at the Kennedy Center or the Harmon. We do concerts all over the area. We did our first concert this past season at Church of the Epiphany on G Street. Probably the best acoustics in town.
I can imagine. Wow.
Absolutely amazing. And 3 years ago, we started a new venture, the American Youth Chorus, which is now in its 3rd season. And we've had over 100 children cycle through the program in the last 3 years, ages 8 to 14. And we try to bring music, we really focus on kids who are in middle school, try to bring music to kids who no longer have choral programs, music programs in their schools, be it in D.C., Maryland, or Virginia.
I think what a lot of people don't realize about Washington is, and I heard this, you can tell me if it's true, that there are more choruses per capita than anywhere else in the country.
That's correct. This is the choral capital.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Sonya does.
Yeah.
Sonya keeps that stat.
Font of useful knowledge in this case.
Well, you mentioned that it started out with congressional staffers. Is it still just congressional staffers?
No, we still have about 40% of the chorus still work up on the Hill, but what happened, a lot of them left the Hill and became lobbyists or other professions, but didn't want to stop singing. And we actually still have 2 members who've been in the group for 25 years. It's pretty amazing.
So what's the criteria to become part of the chorus?
It's an audition chorus, so every summer we hold auditions for the upcoming season. And this summer and you have to re-audition every year as well. So this summer we had over 100 people audition. We have the first concert, we had 75 people singing. And coming up, we're actually just went back into rehearsal 2 weeks ago. Our next set of concerts are going to be in March. And we're a chorus that focuses, there are lots of wonderful choruses in town who do lots of European works and lots of works by people who have been dead for quite a while. We try to focus on all American music first of all.
Oh, okay.
Since we had our start up in Capitol Hill, we believe that there are very few choruses in the country who perform only American composers.
Sure.
And our mission is to perform the works of American composers, and we try to put a real emphasis on contemporary American composers as well, including commissioning new composers. Matter of fact, this Thursday I'm going to be meeting with a local composer who's going to be commissioning something. We're commissioning him for our next season.
Wow.
So we really try to promote not only preserving American music from the last 200 years, but also promoting new American music by young new composers.
Did John Philip Sousa ever write any choral arrangements?
Actually, believe it or not, John Philip Sousa did write some choral work.
I think of him as being like a Capitol Hill sort of.
As he's from D.C.
Right.
As is Duke Ellington.
Oh, of course. Right.
Right, exactly. And
So lots of people to draw from.
Amazing.
You don't have to go to old school Europe to get your choral music.
Name drop.
I know, it's amazing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to start.
She's
She really,
I really want to be part of the chorus.
She really wants to be part of the
I
chorus.
think she needs to audition.
Can't sing.
She sings to us every week.
I will let him decide that.
Well, on top of that, not only is this a singing chorus, but we go beyond. We do concerts in full black formal dress.
Wow.
With orchestras, but we also do our upcoming cabarets are fully costumed and choreographed.
I may have to join. I'm sorry.
And it's just like this setting. You don't sit in chairs. We We have tables, candles, food, drinks.
I do great jazz hands.
Oh, jazz? We do jazz.
You know what
I
I'd be
also do a lot
interested
of
in
this.
seeing? I'd be interested in seeing the progression from, a handful of congressional staffers starting to sing on the steps and being shooed away by Capitol Police to about where we are now.
Is that what it was?
Where it's a full-on chorus.
It's amazing, and what's really amazing about our group is the incredible diversity, the racial diversity, and especially the age diversity. I've sung in a lot of groups across town, and I've never, ever been associated with a group that's has such a wide age range. Our youngest folks are right out of college. We have a lot of kids, I shouldn't say kids, young people in their early 20s, 30s, 40s, and we have some members in their late 60s and early 70s. We have like a 50-year age range, which is pretty amazing. And then when we do joint concerts with the youth chorus as well, we have kids, we're going from 8 to 70. So
Do you have any special soloists that come in for the performances?
we have, if we do more operatic works, and sometimes we do more classical works, and classical can be classical contemporary, classical in the big sense, we'll bring in people as soloists. For our cabarets, we usually use people, we have lots, this city is not only filled with choral enthusiasts, but lots of musical theater enthusiasts. Lots of people who did musical theater in high school and college. So our upcoming cabarets will be filled with not only singing, but costumes and dance.
Wow.
So it's really an incredible mix of people, an incredible mix of music.
You mentioned that you get to play, you get to sing in some of the most incredible venues in the city.
We do. We've been really lucky because of our connection to the Hill. We've done quite a few performances over the years at the White House and the Capitol. And just this past December, actually, our kids were invited. The youngest group was invited to sing at the White House.
Nice.
And then about a week before that, the older kids were invited. We sang at the State Department for Secretary Clinton and the Kennedy Center honorees.
Wow.
So it's been pretty amazing.
That's great.
And we're actually, to share with your viewers, we're currently auditioning for our spring season for our youth chorus.
I will be there. Oh,
Youth chorus.
Youth chorus.
But there probably are a lot of people that are watching that want to know how they can audition.
Right.
They can simply contact us through either congressionalchorus.org or americanyouthchorus.org, or we're based at the Atlas Performing Arts Center on 8th Street Northeast in wonderful Arts Corner. They can call the Atlas and connect with Debbie McConnell, our administrative assistant there, and set up an audition for their child or for themselves for next season. I'm auditioning adults for next season.
And if they're not necessarily so musically inclined, but they love to hear you all sing, where's the next place they can find
The
you?
next place they can find us is the last weekend in March at the Atlas Performing Arts Center on 8th Street Northeast. And we're doing a Friday night, Saturday night, and a Sunday matinee show. But I have to tell you, the Saturday and Sundays already, believe it or not, 2 months ahead, are getting close to being sold out.
Wow.
So get your tickets early. Friday night's the easiest right now to get tickets.
Act quickly. Well, it's going to be a sweet show.
It'll be
Don't
a very
miss
sweet
it.
show.
Don't miss it. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much.
And as always,
Thank you.
thank you for being with us right here on this episode of The District Dish.